Hello everyone, let's see how to recover data from a RAID 5 array built on a Buffalo NAS model HD-H1.0TGLR5. Losing gigabytes of important files is quite a common occurrence nowadays. It could be a family photo archive, work projects, a folder with important documents, video recordings, and so on. And at one point, they simply become inaccessible. The NAS device isn't working, or its error light is red, and trying to access it over the network results in an error. Later in the video, we will discuss what to do in such a case, how to prevent permanent data loss, and how to retrieve files from a non-functional NAS device. Next, I will demonstrate this using a Buffalo HD-H1.0TGL/R5 NAS device and a 4-disk RAID 5 array. For a general understanding of data storage on a RAID array, let's look at how to create one on this network storage device. To access the storage control panel, launch NAS Navigator, find the device in the list, and open its settings by right-clicking and selecting Open Settings. Alternatively, open a browser and enter your storage's IP address in the address bar. To access the NAS device's admin panel, you need to enter the admin login and password, which are admin and password by default. Next, navigate to Disk Management, then RAID Configuration. Then open one of the configurations, for example, RAID Array 1. In the next step, you need to select the RAID type, which in my case is RAID 5, and then mark the disks that will comprise it. After that, click Setup RAID Array, OK, and enter the confirmation code displayed on the screen. The process of building and verifying the disk array will begin. As you can see, the XFS file system will be used, and you can also review other RAID parameters here. While verification is in progress, we can continue with further settings, for example, adding a network folder and configuring access parameters. To create a network folder, go to the Shared Folder settings. In the opened window, click Add. Next, you need to specify the network resource name. Select the array where it will be stored, mark the operating system types, for which it will be accessible over the network, enabled a recycle bin, and so on. Below, you will see the access settings. How to recover data. To successfully recover data, we need to understand what we're dealing with. NAS model, Buffalo HD-H1.0TGL/R5. The index R5 almost always means that the device operates in RAID 5 mode by default. This array distributes data and checksums across all 4 disks, allowing it to survive the failure of one of them. Since our NAS probably failed due to a power issue or a system board problem, all disks are healthy. File system. This is a crucial point. NAS devices run on Linux. Buffalo devices of this series typically use XFS. This is a fast and reliable system, but Windows and Mac OS do not recognize it out of the box. This is why simply connecting the disks to a PC will not show your files. Our goal: to extract the disks, connect them to a Windows computer, and use Hetman RAID Recovery to virtually assemble a RAID 5 array from them so that the program can read the XFS file system and show us our files. Before proceeding with recovery, you must be fully aware of your actions. Any error when working with disks from a RAID array can lead to irreversible data loss. If the information on the disks is of critical value and you are unsure of your abilities, it may be worth seeking professional help. Tools you'll need for the recovery process. For recovery, we'll need the following. First, a computer running Windows. A desktop computer with free ports and power connectors will suffice. This NAS model uses IDE drives. If your motherboard does not have these ports, you will need an IDE to SATA adapter. All disks must be connected simultaneously, or images must be created from each of them. Direct connection to SATA ports on the motherboard is the best option. An external docking station will also work for these purposes. We also need specialized software designed for data recovery from corrupted RAID arrays. For these purposes, we will use Hetman RAID Recovery. Additionally, we will need a separate hard drive, external or internal, where we will recover data or create images. Its capacity must be sufficient for all recoverable files and images. A marker is also needed to label the disks and a screwdriver to remove the drives from the storage. To begin the recovery process, extract the drives from the device and connect them to the motherboard of a computer running Windows. One important step is labeling the disks. Take a marker and number each disk according to its position in the NAS. 1, 2, 3, 4. The order of the disks is a critically important parameter for assembling RAID 5. Do not mix them up. Also, when connecting the drives, Windows may display a message offering to initialize or format the disks, as it does not recognize the XFS file system. Absolutely do not agree. Click Cancel on all such prompts. After connecting the drives, launch the program. Hetman RAID Recovery will reassemble the broken RAID from the drives, and you will be able to retrieve lost data from it. The program supports all popular RAID types and most file systems. With its help, you can recover data not only from Buffalo NAS, but also from other manufacturers including Synology, QNAP, and other popular storage devices. It can help assemble a broken RAID from drives in case of NAS device failure, controller failure, or the failure of one or more array disks. With its help, you can recover critically important information that remained on the disks without using a NAS enclosure. Since I will be recovering data from disk images, first I will show you how to create an image of the drive you need. To do this, select the desired drive and click Save Disk at the top. Then specify the path where it should be saved, in our case, a pre-prepared drive. To load an image into the program, click Mount Disk and specify the path to the image. This is how I created images of the storage disks and mounted them into the program. Regardless of whether it is a mounted image or a physical disk, the utility will automatically assemble the broken RAID from the drives and display it in the main program window. Below, you can see the parameters of the assembled array. Next, to find files, run a disk analysis. Double-click the desired partition. In the next step, specify the search type, quick scan or full analysis. Initially, it is recommended to perform a quick scan. The program will quickly scan the disks and display all found files. This type of analysis helps in most cases of data loss. As you can see, the program easily found all the files that remained on the array disks. It also managed to find deleted ones. They are marked with a red cross here. The contents of all files can be viewed in the preview window. After identifying the necessary files, mark everything you need to recover and click the Recover button. Then select the disk and folder where to save the data. Upon completion, all data will be in the specified directory. If the program fails to find the necessary files, perform a full analysis. To do this, return to the program's main menu, right-click on the disk, and select Analyze Again and Full Analysis. Specify the file system and click Next. In particularly complex situations, it is recommended to search by file content by checking the Deep Analysis box. For convenience, a file name search function is also available. Then simply mark and recover the necessary files. The program also features a RAID constructor, which allows you to manually assemble your RAID. For this method, you need to know the RAID parameters. RAID type, block order, and block size. For Buffalo NAS of this generation, a block size of 64 kilobytes is most often used. Try specifying it. The remaining parameters can usually be left at their default values. One of the advantages of Hetman RAID recovery is that the program attempts to analyze the specified parameters in real time. If you have entered everything correctly, information about your array and its file system, XFS, will appear in the constructor window below. If you see the disk structure, you're on the right track. Confirm creation and click Add. After this, a new virtual RAID 5 partition will appear in the list of program disks. This is our assembled array. Then simply scan and recover the information. As you have seen, the failure of the NAS device itself does not necessarily mean data loss. With the right approach and reliable software, you can successfully restore access to your files. Also, don't forget about backups. Although RAID 5 is a fault-tolerant array, it still won't protect against accidental deletion or the simultaneous failure of several disks. Always follow the 3-2-1 rule. 3 copies of your data on 2 different types of media, one of which is stored off-site, for example in the cloud. And that's all for now. I hope this video helped you recover your important files. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Leave your comments below the video. Thank you all for watching. Bye.